Thank you for coming back. This is our second video in the series on using technology in the writing process, and accompanying the information, the research this time, is how to use Storyboard That in special education to support students with physical handwriting as well as creative writing. Writing is complex. When writing, we rely on our awareness of words and their meanings to form sentences. And then at that time, we are required to remember the rules of spelling and grammar mechanics. And this is only the beginning of what we're asking our students to do. Writing requires students to tap into their prior knowledge and then connect it to what they're currently being asked to write about. So it's much, much more complex than just putting pencil to paper and writing within the lines. Students with special needs are at a higher risk for writing failure than their typically developing peers. And as parents and practitioners, this is very problematic for us because our goal is to facilitate the student's success integrating into the school with their peers and successfully transitioning into a productive life after they graduate. Due to the importance of writing, researchers have conducted applied research into possible solution into these students' barriers. In 2018, Pennington stated that researchers have suggested that individuals with moderate to severe intellectual disability has difficulty acquiring functional repertoires of written expression. This means that students with moderate to severe disabilities have a limited functional range of behaviors or responses that they have truly learned to successfully perform the skill of writing expressively. Furthermore, Pennington recognized that despite the tremendous need for more research in writing expression, a majority of the literature has focused on either response prompting strategies or technology to teach writing skills such as writing personal letters, resume cover letters, spelling, text message construction, and story construction. Pennington also states that, interestingly, the literature reflects a paucity of interest in evaluating procedures for the instruction of sentence writing skills for students with moderate to severe disabilities. So, in order to fill this research gap, Pennington conducted a study to systematically answer the following research question. What are the effects of an instructional package which includes response prompting strategy and frames on sentence writing responses of students with moderate to severe disabilities? So, what exactly is a sentence frame? A sentence frame is a method of scaffolding. Specifically, to use this message, a frame is set up to assist the student writing. The teacher starts with a sentence and leaves a blank line for the student to finish the sentence. The blanks can be placed in the middle or at the end of the sentence, and students are required to fill in the blank with one or more words. So, for example, some sentence frames can begin with a question, and then the frame helps the student answer the question. Often, when using this scaffolding method, the students are given a word bank that has words they've already mastered or they are in the process of learning, and that helps them, it serves as a model for filling in the blank. In this study, the research team evaluated the effectiveness of two instructional packages consisting of response prompting methods and frames to teach sentence production to three students with moderate to severe disabilities. Prior to instruction, the students did not consistently generate targeted sentences. However, after the intervention, the students produced three types of sentences and maintained these skills in their repertoire after intervention. So, how does Pennington's research translate into real world application for Destiny? We will explore how response prompting strategies paired with sentence frames and the online platform Storyboard That can assist Destiny in her writing. In this video, we will not go into specifics about how parents can use response prompting strategies at home. However, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on them once they're uploaded. I have attached a link to the publication referenced in this video in case you would like more specific details about the intervention package that was used. However, in general, the intervention package utilized system-release prompts and constant time delay response prompting methods to teach the students to either handwrite their response into the frame or to use an iPad to enter their response. Now here I have an example of the frames that was used in the studies embedded into the Storyboard That platform. So I wanted to show you what that looked like before we go into a little bit more detail about how to use this platform. I think that although you can go ahead and put the pictures and put everything together, I think it would be more fun and the students would pay more attention to the lesson if they had input in designing what the comic looks like or what the scenes look like that they're going to be talking about with their sentence structures. So let's go into how to use this platform a little bit, and I am really happy to be able to show you this platform. It's a great platform. Okay, so what we are about to cover is an extremely brief introduction so that you can start navigating and exploring the platform. But my hope is that after you see this, you will be excited about using Storyboard That with your child or student and start creating just beautiful works of art with them. As I mentioned before, this platform can be an option for students struggling physically with handwriting or for the creative writing process because it allows students to see and or design the visual representations they are writing about. Oftentimes, students with special needs perform better with a visual that will allow them to organize their thoughts. So now let's get started. Once you go to the URL, you can either create an account or sign into it with Google. The platform will allow you to create 2 new stories a week for free, but there are other options that you can purchase if you really like using this platform. So I have already logged into the platform, and let's get started by clicking Create a Storyboard. Once you select Create New Storyboard, this is going to be the platform that you will create your story with. So you will see as we go along why this is such a quick overview of this platform, because it gives you a lot of options to go into. And if you like this and you would like me to make more videos describing more of the details about how you can design, please leave that comment below and I can expand on that further. The first thing that I wanted to point out to you is this option here of adding new cells. When you select this option, for the free access to this program, you can use 3x1 or 3x2 for free. And as I said before, you can do 2 stories per week. But if you wanted more options, you can purchase more options to create larger, more elaborate story frames and visual prompting systems that you can use with them. So I just wanted to show you that, and that's the option for adding and deleting cells. If you look up here, this is where we will select what we're going to enter into these cells. So on this point in time, we're on scenes. And within the scenes, it says town, entertainment, home, school, work, transportation. So all of these are subject matters of scenes that you can select with your student or your child. So if you like one or your student picks one, you would just click and drag it into the cell. And here, this is what I was saying, there are so many options that you can do with it, and that's why this is just a really quick overview. But go in here and start playing around and see how you would edit your cells. So let's just say that we're going to do something about school, and the student decided to do these options, these 3 options. Okay, so the next thing you would do is select the character, and as you can see, there's a lot of options for characters that you can select. We're going to select teen, use the drop down menu to see more options for this. And you know what, I want to show you this because this is so cool. Let me show you this really quick. So let's say that we selected this person. You can manipulate the size of the person, and you can change their hair color, their skin color, so that it reflects the student. You can add makeup. You can change their clothing color. So there's a lot of options that you can do with the characters, and you can even choose their poses. So you can play around with that with the student, and we're going to leave that very quickly just so that you can see how to do that. The next thing that I wanted to show you is how to use the text. So these are different options for speech clouds or text boxes. And as you saw with my example, I had the sentence frames from the study in there. So let's use that. Double click, and then you can, let's type in here first. So I see blank, and you can highlight it and then change the font size. You can change the color of the box. You could change the color of the font. There's a lot of options that you can do with this. So I just wanted to show you really quickly how you would add your text. And we can go in here and choose a few more characters. And like I said, you can change their poses so that this person is sitting in his chair. So after you do all of this, you can go in and save it, and you would put a title in there, and you can add a description, and then save the storyboard and download it and print it, or you can store it on the platform. So this is a very, very brief introduction to this research and this platform. As I said, if you are interested in me going into more detail, leave a comment below, and please share and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Please, I'm really trying to reach parents, so if you know a parent that would like to know about this platform, please share this with them as well. Thank you.